Nebraskans care for each other. We care about the safety and well-being of our neighbors and community members. We care about Nebraska's children and their future. Caring means taking action to create a community where families aren't alone. Every Nebraskan has a responsibility to report suspected child abuse or neglect. Any person who suspects that a child is being abused or neglected is legally required to report it. That means if you live in Nebraska, you are a mandatory reporter.
But not every concern requires a report. Sometimes a child isn't in danger. A family is just going through a hard time and could use support, not surveillance.
Before making a report or deciding what action to take, the We Care approach helps you slow down, consider the full picture, and respond in a way that puts children's safety and family well-being first.
We care, a simple way to remember how to respond with compassion, clarity, and care when you're concerned about a child. Let's walk through what we care means and how you can make a difference.
W, watch for well-being. E, engage with empathy and curiosity. C, consider the context and assumptions.
A, assess for danger and impact. R, reflect on your responsibility to report. And E, empower with support.
Start by watching for well-being. Be attentive to a child's physical, emotional, and social health and notice both strengths and warning signs. Children may show signs of stress even when families are doing their best. Look for changes in mood or behavior, gaps in basic care like food, hygiene, or shelter, lack of supervision that might not be safe for their age. A missed meal or tired appearance might reflect poverty or stress, not neglect. Take time to notice what's going well. Do they have a caring adult, stable routine, or community connection? If you don't know how a child is really doing, you don't know how concerned to be. Ask yourself, what's going well for this family? Where might they need extra support, not intervention?
When you're worried, how you respond matters, so engage with empathy and curiosity. Families are more likely to open up if they feel someone is caring in their concern, not judgmental. Speak calmly. Listen more than you talk. Ask with empathy. Avoid assumptions about parenting style, culture, or income. Instead, be curious. Ask yourself, what might be happening behind the scenes that I don't see? Am I showing understanding before jumping to conclusions?
Before taking action, pause and consider the full context. Is what you're seeing truly unsafe or just unfamiliar to you? A child living in a small home or wearing hand-me-down clothes isn't necessarily neglected. Many families face challenges due to poverty, stress, or limited access to resources, not because they're uncaring or harmful. Ask yourself, would I feel differently if this family looked or lived differently? Would I view this the same if it were my own situation? Focus on specific behaviors and how they affect the child. Not everything that is uncomfortable or unfamiliar is dangerous.
If you're still concerned, assess for actual danger and impact. Abuse includes physical harm, serious threats, sexual contact. Neglect means failing to meet a child's basic needs in a way that puts them at risk, not just struggling to make ends meet. Ask, what is happening? How is it impacting the child? Is this child unsafe, or are they in a tough spot that can be improved with support? Remember, a hard life is not the same as a dangerous one. Support is often what's needed, not a report.
Next, reflect on your responsibility. You don't need to have all the answers, and you are not an investigator. You have a legal duty to report when there is reasonable cause to believe a child is being harmed or is in serious danger. Nebraska law protects reporters acting in good faith. Ask yourself, would connecting to community resources help more than filing a report? Am I required to report this? And who can help me think it through? The final step, empower families with support. Sometimes the best thing you can do is make a report to keep a child safe. Other times, families just need help, not formal intervention. If a child is in immediate danger, take action. Call the Child Abuse and Neglect Hotline at 1-800-652-1010. 1999 or contact local law enforcement. But if the concern isn't an emergency, consider how you can connect the family to resources such as food banks, mental health services, parenting support, housing help, school programs. You may be the link that helps them through a tough time without involving Child Protective Services. And after reporting or connecting to resources, don't disappear. Stay involved. Children need safe, caring adults in their lives, maybe now more than ever.
We Care is a tool to remind you how to respond with compassion, clarity, and care when you're connected with a child. Before making a report, remember W, watch for well-being. E, engage with empathy and curiosity. C, consider the context and assumptions. A, assess for danger and impact. R, reflect on responsibility to report. E, empower with support. Reporting is one way to help, but it's not the only way. Sometimes offering support and compassion is the most powerful action you can take.
In Nebraska, we care about each other and creating a community where families are not alone. If you need to make a report, you can contact the DHHS Child Abuse and Neglect Hotline at 1-800-652-1999 or report online at anyabusehotline-dhhs.ne.gov.